come with us for the next instalment in our Festive York series, where we take a walking tour, first exploring the walls and gates of this historic city, before trying the local delicacies, and then browse the characterful shops of the Shambles and the seasonal stalls of the Christmas market. We'll also show you our stay at the fantastic Malmaison York, with its Asian fusion restaurant with rooftop Minster views, and how we managed to nab this sweet upgrade. But was our festive break the perfect Christmas treat? Come with us to find out. Beautiful morning in York. Really thought we were going to be bad luck with the weather, but absolutely fantastic instead. Have a little stroll out into the city and explore. Now, due to the popular Christmas markets, we had planned to visit the major attractions the next day on Monday as much quieter, but also for good other reason. Also, do bear in mind that York Minster is a place of worship, so if you come on a Sunday, that is what's going to happen. So we are coming back tomorrow. This little boutique hotel, quite comically called the Fat Badger. But how about that for a view out your hotel window? Now make sure you walk through to the other side of the gate to see the Christmas lights. Something we had failed to do the previous evening, and a missed opportunity to get some great photos. And Booth and Bar is one of the most easily accessible gates, just turning left immediately in front of the Minster down High Petergate. And there you can see one of the original portcullises heading along the walls. Check out the Fat Badger's nice little quaint beer garden. Now, this stretch of the walls in the northwest of the city is perhaps the most popular, as is the most accessible and has the best Minster views lined with historic buildings along the way. Look at that hotel with its own private staircase to the walls. Now, although the other gates are equally impressive, their walls mainly run through residential areas. So if you only have time to do one section, this is the one to do. Oh, gate number 2 of 4. See what we find in this one. And if you're interested in completing the full circuit of the city walls, then make sure you subscribe to follow our York series, where in our next video we visit the other sections and gates to complete the full circuit around the city. The bridge is just where we've come from. So here we are, gate number 2 of 4. You can't go in this one, as you can see here. This is Monk Bar. Now, when you're doing the walls, pretty easy to get around. As you can see from the map here, we started at Booth and Bar and we've come around to Monk Bar. There ends here, and you actually have a gap here where you can then pick up the next section. I think we're going to leave that maybe for now, and then the other section down by where our hotel is here. But for now, we decided to head back into the city centre to explore in the daylight, as due to late arrival the previous evening had only really focused on the Christmas market so far. Wandering around York, you may have spotted one or two of these obscure little cat statues around the place. Well, here outside the cat gallery, just down from the Minster, and you can pick up your York Cat Trail map. And this actually explains to you where you can hunt down all of said cats. As was now approaching lunchtime, and as we reached the centre of the city again, you could see the crowds beginning to build ahead of the Christmas markets, but no doubt helped by the fantastic weather. So if you see a queue in York, it usually means there's something good. So you can see there, this is the famous York Roast Company, home of the Yorkie Pud Wrap. So this is going to have to be done. Local institution here, as you can see. Very popular, but they serve your entire dinner of a roast dinner of your choice in the actual Yorkshire pud itself. But here we go. They are a little messy. I've already started trying to unwrap mine.
We've gone for a beef Yorkshire pudding wrap.
Today's gone for beef, but someone hasn't gone for proper beef because they haven't gone for stuffing and they haven't gone for pork. So
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
but there is a choice of
Ham, turkey, pork, beef and veg.
yeah, but there is no lamb. That needs to be resolved, okay? Yorkshire Brook Company. Very good,
Really nice.
but very messy.
It's a roasting it on the go.
Yeah. The only thing we're missing is a glass of vino, so I think we're going to have to go somewhere straight after this to bed. Now we'll put links in the description, as always, to all these venues. And of course, there is no shortage of good establishments in York. But a little further along Lower Petergate, the main avenue between York Minster and the Shambles, we had spied the aptly named Forest the evening before. Great little courtyard set at the back of Forest. Not too shabby at all, nice little hideaway. So after a much needed pit stop, we continued along Lower Petergate to King's Square, from where you can cut into the historic street, the Shambles and the adjoining market. Though our good luck with the weather had now come to an end. Back in the Shambles, and a little bit more daylight now, and you can see as we go through that the queue for the ghost shop is still as big as ever.
Do you do rum and raisin? We do, yeah. Can I have the small? Oh yeah, right there. How small is the amount you do? I don't know what. You can just get all bits. It's depending on which one you get. Okay.
And if you're enjoying this video, make sure you check out others in our York series, where in our previous video on our arrival night, explored the characterful Shambles and its quirky stores on a busy peak Saturday evening. Not to mention, we'll share with you a great tip on how you can avoid the huge queue at the extremely popular York Ghost Merchants. Plus, of course, we will explore around all the festive offerings at York Christmas markets. Coupled with the city's unique charm and historic character, it really makes York one of the ultimate destinations to visit during the festive period. But most importantly, we please ask that you hit that like and subscribe buttons. It really goes a long way in helping support this channel and for us to bring you even more videos like this in the future. But for now, back to the tour in hand. We left the busy street of the Shambles to the adjacent Shambles Market next door. And although we had had our Yorkie put at lunchtime, all those steps we had done and the city walls meant we could indulge in a little festive treat. The wife has smelt out this place, and surprised there wasn't more of this actually in the Christmas markets, but we found a place that will do crepes and most importantly a strudel crepe, so we'll give that a go and see what it's like. So this place was a great find, with a much more varied and unique menu and much more what we were expecting to find in the festive markets. Thank you very much. From the Shambles Market, we then headed to the main Christmas market, which can be found along Parliament Street up to St Sampson's Square. Though, as we had explored the previous night, and as we had made some special dinner plans back at our hotel, it was soon time to head back. Which is just as well, as shortly after the heavens opened and the rain came. However, it was November and we had been exceptionally lucky with the weather in the daytime. Plus, did not have to venture out again as had arranged a special treat that evening at our hotel, which was the Malmaison York, which although may not have that immediate wow factor on the outside, it certainly makes up for it with its interiors. and anyone who follows this channel will know that we like this boutique hotel chain. So check out some of our previous stays in Oxford at a converted Victorian prison, and in Belfast in an incredible loft suite complete with a pool table. Now, we did not eat in the main restaurant during our stay, as opted for their other more upscale dining option, and for breakfast there was a Starbucks just behind the reception. Here we are, all dressed up, and we are heading up to Sora, which is the Japanese fusion restaurant on the very roof here with apparently great views. Through reception and adjacent to the Starbucks, you'll find the golden express elevator to the top floor, looking a little reminiscent of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Even gold on the inside, and a lot of mirror.
Doors closing.
As we were celebrating a special occasion, we'd requested a table with views of York Minster, and although we are not big sushi eaters, the restaurant is styled as a pan-Asian tapas and cocktail bar, so the menu was evenly split between sushi and other Japanese menu items. Plus, as the weekend had given us a seat next to the scheduled entertainment. However, as the food was served tapas style, it did all come out at different times, which is just as well because we completely over-ordered and probably wouldn't have had enough space for it all at once. Some scallops come out now as well, and some pork, but someone's being a little bit too greedy and getting in there before I can even get it on video. They brought 2 spoons as if we're going to share. Saturday nights is definitely more upbeat with this DJ and sax combo, but they also have live music on a Sunday afternoon for a sundowner session. Now, I do want to apologise for the poor quality of the footage from the outside roof terrace. But from where you can see the Riverside restaurant where we would be going the following night, and with great views up to York Minster, have no doubt that this rooftop terrace will be even more popular in the warmer summer months. So to now show you our room, which we recorded at check-in as before we messed it up, and being on the 6th floor, we're on the highest floor below the restaurant Sora. As you can immediately gather by the sheer size of the room, we had upgraded to a club deluxe room. Now, the colour scheme of the interiors was a little bit bright and may not be to everybody's taste. However, given the depth of the room was light and airy as a result, with a view down to the riverfront, though if we had been on the other side would have been lucky enough to get a view of York Minster, which we did request. However, understand these things could not be guaranteed, and let's be honest, they did look after us very well with our seat in Sora. Now, the extra space was invaluable as we were staying multiple nights. However, I had actually paid for this room using a supermarket loyalty program, using the points to redeem against hotel stays through hotels.com. However, we had over-ordered on the vouchers, as you are still liable to pay the room tax, so instead used the extra credit to upgrade our room and splurge for the weekend. And why not? So overall, top marks for Malmaison York, especially for dining and location. So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe for our next episode where we visit York Minster, Clifford Tower and the Jorvik Viking Centre. Plus take you to a unique coffee shop in one of the towers in the city walls, and to a Michelin Guide Riverside restaurant considered to be one of the best in the city. Or alternatively, check out one of our many varied destination videos. So please drop us a like and a comment. But most importantly, thanks for watching and hope to see you again soon.